Okay, the first floor of the Phillip Johnson Building at the Boston Public Library. Let's take a look around here. Floor number one. Uh, we got a very nice, kind of cool information center when you walk in the door. Directions, information. Okay. Start on the right. And this is nice. This is something a little bit different than you find in most libraries. Most libraries you'll find a cafe. Not in Boston. In Boston you'll find a restaurant with a news channel. This is a news feed cafe. It's a cafe restaurant, and it has uh, on certain days and times uh, uh, guests from talk shows on the radio, things like that, that come and broadcast out of this cafe here. This is a newsfeed cafe. Okay, it's a mix between uh, 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 radio talk show, WGBH, Boston Public Radio, and you got a cafe, so you could meet and for lunch and talk over the latest politics and gossip in the world. Okay, before you head into the library. That's very nice. Nice kind of twist on the cafe in the library. This is the fiction section, floor one. Okay, and what's great about this is, well, this is Boston. um, and they're proud of it. Literary awards wall. Okay, all the people who have won some sort of award, the National Book Award, Pulitzer, Nobel, Faulkner, Penn, are listed, and who call Massachusetts their home are listed, okay, on this wall of a literary honor for Massachusetts, um, people born here. Okay, fiction goes way back. Okay, I like this. The second floor, the plot thickens. Okay, a lot of space here, a lot of meet and greet space. Um, uh, Outlets for iPhones, tablets are everywhere. I mean, you will trip over yourself with the number of electrical sockets they have here, which is very welcome and it's very nice. And it's, of course, certainly timely. Um, yeah, so this is all fiction here. Among the Massachusetts things they have here, like the awards and the district here on Boylston and the notable places. They also have busts of famous authors, Twain, Maya Angelou, and others. Okay. First floor also has the tech center. Here are the internet. Okay. On the other side of Tech Central, you have the 15-minute computers here. They have it's kind of nice. They not only have Windows, which all libraries have, but they also have Mac here. for 15 minutes. No card necessary. Um, I've been tempted to want to use one of the Mac computers, but I'm afraid that if I use them, I will never go back. So, okay. DVDs, holds. Okay. Still first floor. I'll borrow services here. And finally, as far as the Johnson Building is concerned, this is the last portion of it. The new and novel. New and novel. It's all the new fiction and new works and stuff like that. I like how they design it here with the shelving. You know, the shelving are in kind of they kind of look like trains. You know, some sort of trains. They're not your typical bookshelves. Notice they're all shaped sort of like trains. Okay, with a caboose at the end, and then the cars, and then the engineer's car. Kind of different, kind of novel. I haven't seen this elsewhere, and it's kind of it's a way of breaking up the eye instead of having row upon row of books, especially in a section that's new and novel. Okay. Here on the first floor, as on every floor, a lot of window room and space, all with electrical outlets. Okay. And looking out onto the streets around. Okay, so it's pretty nice. First floor of the Phillip Johnson Building here at the main library in downtown Boston.